Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast.
Now back to Studio A and the award-winning Scott Michlin morning program on KSJE.
8:50 a.m. It is Wednesday morning. We have an extra segment for you this morning because it's Symphony Week here in the Four Corners. And so when that happens, that means Thomas Heuser opens up his schedule so he can talk with me about the San Juan Symphony concerts this weekend. Thomas is joining us live this morning. Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning, Scott. Thanks for having me.
You bet. It's great to see you and hear you this morning and talk about the symphony concert that's coming up this weekend, of course, in both Durango and in Farmington. And so it's always great to be able to visit with you. And as a reminder to our listeners and viewers, I remain a proud board member of the San Juan Symphony and all the amazing work that it does throughout our communities and throughout our region. So this week is kind of the final of the subscription concerts, I know, for the Symphony, Thomas, and its 40th season. What a season it has been. And so take us through a little bit about what you have planned for the concerts this weekend.
All right. Well, yes, as you mentioned, this is the culminating subscription program of this celebratory season 40. What a year it has been. Thanks to everyone who's been coming out and partaking in the music, supporting us and all we do at the San Juan Symphony. It's a really exciting time for us. And this weekend is going to be sensational. We are rounding out our symphony concert series with a program called Billy and Rose, Wild West Outlaws. So this is a program of Americana just in time for the America 250 celebrations that are going on across the country right now, celebrating 250 years of American independence. This is a program of all American music that has a real Western flair. And we have a celebrated guest artist with us, Holly Mulcahy, the violinist, and composer in residence as well, George S. Clinton. They will be performing one of the unique pieces on this concert, a new violin concerto called The Rose of Sonora. So Rose is the title character of this violin concerto, as played by the violinist Holly Mulcahy. George is a film composer, has a long Hollywood career, and so you can expect to hear a very cinematic violin concerto. In fact, he calls the different sections scenes instead of movements for your listeners. It's a sort of a cinematic, scene-based story of Rose and her partner Jed outrunning bandits and stealing the gold in the Sonoran Desert in the 19th century. It's perfect for our area, Scott, and I think that our listeners are going to love that connection to the American West that this program brings. So that's a real highlight of this weekend. And last night, Holly gave a solo recital at the Connie Gotch Theater there at San Juan College in Farmington. Great turnout from both audiences and students. She is performing a number of American works on that recital as well. It was a really special evening. So we're excited to have Holly in residence with the symphony right now.
Right. Very, very exciting. And sounds like a great concert. Again, it will be on stage this weekend, 7:30 p.m., Saturday, April 11th at the Community Concert Hall at Fort Lewis College in Durango. Sunday afternoon, of course, 3 p.m. here, April 12th at the Henderson Performance Hall at San Juan College. And how did you first discover this piece of music that will be kind of played here at the concert, this original piece, Thomas?
Yeah, and I've worked on this piece with Holly and George before. George comes with Holly to be a part of the concert. He's the narrator because, again, this sort of scene-like cinematic quality. He walks us through it as audience members, which is a great touch to have the composer there telling this very interesting story, very captivating story. Holly and I met many years ago at the Grand Teton Music Festival in Jackson, Wyoming, and she presented this piece and now has taken it all over the country. I think it's 30 plus different orchestras have had a chance to present this piece. So we're delighted for her success and excited to be a part of that real American tour of this new music.
Right, very true, of course. And as you mentioned, as we get ready to celebrate the 250th later on this summer, so that's wonderful. I know later tonight you will be in residence in Durango for one of your pre-concert talks, of course, on Wednesdays, and so that will be taking shape later on this evening.
That's right. It's a busy time. So yes, 6 to 7 this evening at the Powerhouse Sound Center downtown Durango. Musically speaking, I'll be joined by George S. Clinton, our composer in residence, to talk a little bit about process and his influences as an American composer. Of course, the Billy on the Billy and Rose concert this evening is Billy the Kid of Aaron Copland. This is a fantastic ballet suite from the 1930s. Aaron Copland, one of our most iconic American composers, from whom George has drawn a lot of influence. He's talked about that with me in the past. So Billy the Kid, another Western, it's got the gunslinging, downtown Western flair, 19th century feel. Very evocative music, and again, some of our most descriptive. Both the pieces on this concert that are the main fare really tell stories through music, and it's very descriptive writing. So I think audiences will be attracted to that. It's the kind of program that really turns on your imagination, and for that reason, we're going to be playing Billy the Kid in Durango as part of our new Inside the Orchestra program for school children. There will be more than 650 fourth grade students to hear Billy the Kid played live by the symphony on the Monday after our subscription series. So we really are excited about this new initiative. Had a chance to do it in Farmington earlier this year with Pines of Rome was what we played in Farmington. It's been a fantastic season, Scott. We're really excited.
That is very exciting. And of course, great to see the symphony being able to reach out to the schools and the schools reaching out and back to the symphony, of course. And so getting those students exposed to some of this music at an early age is just terrific. And I know, too, that you will be also speaking to audiences just prior to the concerts as well this weekend. That's also part of the schedule. So if folks want to come a little early and get to listen to some of your pre-concert lectures, a little bit more about the music that you'll be presenting at the concerts, again, those will happen before each concert as well.
Yes. Yeah, 1 hour before each show. I try to keep those very informal, but the turnout has been wonderful. And I think the idea is that you get a little bit into the mood. You get into the history and the context. And the mood is really fun on this one, shaped by the last sort of gem on this program, the cherry on top, is the theme from Rawhide. Now, some of your listeners may know Rawhide, the TV series, quite well. This is written by the Russian-American composer Dmitry Tiomkin. One of the special guests on this program is actually Joel Ratchev, the lead singer and hilarious double bass player of the Bardee Wranglers here in the Durango and Farmington community. So he's going to be our soloist for Rawhide. There's going to be a lot of antics on stage. So cowboy choir, you name it. This is really a fun program. So come early and hear a little bit about the context of this program before each concert in Durango and Farmington.
There you go. What a great way to wrap up the subscription concert series for the San Juan Symphony this season. And Thomas, before we run out of time, I do want to also talk about the fundraiser that is going on right now for the San Juan Symphony. It is an online auction, and folks are welcome to go online and take a look at some of the amazing items and experiences, I should say, that they can bid on to help support the San Juan Symphony.
Oh my gosh, thank you for mentioning this, Scott. And yes, the support of the community here is extraordinary. So you can go on, check out the auction. As you mentioned, it's items, beautiful works of art, experiences like conducting the symphony, sitting among the musicians during concerts, some trips, some packages. There is so much on there, and all of it goes towards the symphony's operating budget. We have so many incredible programs, most notably and importantly, our education programs like the upcoming family concerts in May. That's May 16th and 17th. The support from the online auction goes towards our family events. And of course, the San Juan Symphony Youth Orchestra program, who has their spring concert coming up April 26th. So there's so many events, so many things that we're trying to do, and the support of the community makes that possible. I don't know if you've had a chance to look this year, Scott, but the online auction is chock full of amazing things. It's remarkable.
I have, and I'm having a hard time choosing just what to bid on. That's my biggest problem, Thomas. So I hear you with that. And just real quick, we've got the QR code on the screen for our video audience. Radio listeners, you can go to 32auctions.com/SJS Auction 2026 and find the items that we're talking about. And the auction will be running from now until May the 3rd. So bid high, bid often. I think that's the rule, isn't it, for auctions?
That's it. You said it, sir.
There you go. Well, wonderful. Well, Thomas, I always appreciate your time. I know it's a busy week, but it's great to talk to you and, again, share your enthusiasm for the upcoming concerts this weekend in both Durango and Farmington. It's always great to have you on the program. Thanks so much.
Such a pleasure, Scott. Thank you for this, and we look forward to seeing everyone in Farmington this weekend. Thank you so much.
Exactly. There you go. It's concert weekend this weekend in Farmington and Durango. The San Juan Symphony. Thomas Heuser, my guest here on KSJE, Farmington, New Mexico. Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.